This is 7 News at noon.
At the top this afternoon, days after devastating floods in Texas, first responders working around the clock, saving survivors.
Catastrophe at camp, the rushing wall of water killing at least 27 children and counselors. The youngest victim, just 8 years old. More than 80 people losing their lives.
The tragedy even touching the South Florida community. 7's Alex Diarmas live in the Satellite Center to begin our team coverage. Alex.
Ethan and Lorena, search and rescue operations continuing right now. Hundreds of first responders are working around the clock. And as of this morning, officials have recovered 75 bodies. 27 of those are children. The search continues for many more, including 10 campers and a camp counselor. This new video shows the water rescues still happening days after a devastating flood took over parts of central Texas. Members of the Fort Worth Fire Department in San Angelo pulling a person out from a partially submerged vehicle. A police officer on a roof of a building seen pulling a person out of the floodwaters. Heavy rains drenched central Texas Friday, causing the Guadalupe River to rise 26 feet in just 45 minutes, killing dozens of people and washing away anything in sight, including homes, cars, RVs, and cabins. Dozens losing their lives, many others still missing Monday.
And I'm telling you, it's absolutely heartbreaking out here to see this. This disaster is obviously particularly difficult to deal with, given the number of missing kids. That's something that we just haven't seen in quite a long time. I mean, it's almost unprecedented, and we're still in rescue mode out here. Haven't given up yet. But it's been days. So as the days go by, it gets more and more difficult. Luckily today, the weather is finally cooperating.
Unfortunately, the rain hit at the most inopportune time, and right in the most inopportune areas where the North and South Fork hit. It converged, and so here we are.
This man desperately searching for his daughter along the river.
My son and I are walking, and I thought it was a mannequin. It was a little boy, about 8 or 10 years old.
Federal and local emergency responders working around the clock searching for survivors.
We are still out there and very much hopes, very much fueled by the compassion that we show for these families, that we're doing everything we can to find their missing loved ones.
Among the missing are 10 girls and a counselor who were attending Camp Mystic in the town of Hunt near the Guadalupe River.
I've lost near friends, best friends, my boss, my godchildren, my house, my car, all those materialistic things, but it's those people that still haven't been found, some of them. I'm just praying for their recovery.
This memorial outside the camp has been growing as people honor those affected. Parents and search crews returning to the campsite Sunday, looking through the cabins where their children were. As others search other areas, they come across scenes of devastation with wrecked homes, downed trees, and roads that are caked in mud.
It's like never ending. You scroll through Facebook and the count is going up, and I don't know, and we're just hoping people can find their loved ones so they can, have some rest and relief, because the unknown is what's killing people.
We also learned this morning that there are 19 different agencies helping in the search and rescue operations in the sky, on the ground, and in the water. President Donald Trump says he may be visiting Texas on Friday. Live from the Satellite Center, I'm Alex Diarmas, 7 News.
All right, Alex, and team coverage moves now to Lee Waldman. She is live in hard-hit Hunt, Texas. Lee, I know there you are all bracing for more weather coming your way. How's it looking there now?
Well, the sky is a little bit darker now, but thankfully it's dry for now. We know that that's going to change here throughout the course of the day. It's why officials in a press conference that just wrapped up a few moments ago told the volunteers who've been working alongside law enforcement here in Hunt, Texas to clear some of the debris that we're seeing that they need to get out of the way if and when this weather does take a turn for the worse. It could create dangerous conditions. We know how fast things can change here. That's why they call it a flash flood. We just talked to a young man who rode out these floodwaters. He woke up in his home when water was already starting to rise. He made his way out of a broken window and actually climbed onto an electric box on the side outside of his home, stood there for 3 hours, awaiting those waters to recede and then someone to come and rescue him here in Hunt, Texas. He said he had no warning, no alerts that this flood could possibly happen, but he's just thankful to be alive, especially after hearing this death toll continuing to rise. And the heartbreaking scene just upstream from where we are at Camp Mystic, that camp confirming they lost 27 campers and counselors, but saying at this point there are still 10 campers and 1 counselor unaccounted for.
So devastating. And Lee, have you seen first responders there talking to people, checking up on people? What is the scene there where you are?
So there has been a flurry of law enforcement activity. We saw some hauling livestock trailers. It appears they were holding horses to help in this search and rescue efforts. They're working alongside those volunteers, but people are paying closer attention now to the alerts you get on your phone that if weather is coming, you need to get out of this area, especially if it's so low lying. We saw some of that yesterday, especially in this area we're in right now that's already been hard hit. There was law enforcement that called over speakers that a wall of water was coming, and you saw people starting to make their way out. Thankfully, that didn't happen. The waters receded before they made their way down here, but people are taking warnings from law enforcement and warnings from their phones a little bit more seriously. We're going to point over to the banks along the Guadalupe here. We did see law enforcement coming through this area with a cadaver dog just a couple hours ago. They were searching through this debris. We keep seeing them go through these same areas. They're hoping to give families closure that are waiting for answers about what happened to their loved ones after those floodwaters came through early Friday morning.
Lee Waldman live for us there in Hunt, Texas. Thank you so much.